Okay, who here hasn't been to space?
Why?
You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Looks like it's going to be anime style. So Netflix is planning on a Stranger Things Tokyo anime series spinoff. So for all my anime fans that are in the chat, all my anime fans that are always trying to get me to watch some anime, this might, and I don't know if you guys consider this to be real anime or not, but this might be the thing that gets me into watching something that is anime. And this is coming from what's on Netflix, and they had this to say. They said that for a while now, the Duffer Brothers teased that we would be further venturing into the Upside Down with a spinoff of some description before or after the conclusion of the flagship series. We've now learned that one of the spinoffs is set to be an anime series called Stranger Things Tokyo. Details are still slim on the new project, but we do have a brief logline of what to expect. An encounter with the Upside Down evolves into a grand adventure for video game loving twin brothers living in the outskirts of 1980s Tokyo. We're hearing the series is planned to be around 6 hours long and is labeled as the first Stranger Things spinoff. The Duffer Brothers confirmed a spinoff of some description early in the year when they re-upped their Netflix deal in early 2022. Speaking to the Happy Sad podcast, I love the Happy Sad podcast. They do some of the best. They get some of the best shit out of like directors and writers and things. Matt Duffer said the spinoff would be 1000% different from the original and added it'd be a story that connects to the Stranger Things world, but it really is more about how we're telling that story. Stranger Things has already made its way into the formula with 2 main Stranger Things games and Stranger Things Puzzle Tales, which recently were moved over to Netflix games exclusively. Why Stranger Things will venture into anime. Some of Netflix's biggest franchise or attempts at franchises have been spin-offs in multiple formats over the years. The blueprint has been mostly pioneered by The Witcher, which we've now seen as an anime spin-off, a live-action spin-off, and more. Other examples of the other Netflix IPs to get set to be covered into animated spin-offs include Bright, Altered Carbon, and Army of the Dead. The Mothership Stranger Things series is returning for a 5th and final season, which isn't expected until 2024, with filming thought to get underway in May 2023. As mentioned, the Duffer Brothers are working with Netflix under an overall deal. Other projects they have on beyond Stranger Things include The Talisman, the Death Note, and the Death Note live action adaptation of an anime series. Then it says, we'll keep you posted when we hear more about anything related to Stranger Things Tokyo. Please note the image used in the article is from the mobile Stranger Things video game, not representative of the anime project. So yeah, that is from the video game there, and I'll go ahead and click on that picture if you guys want to see it. Actually, it may not let me. No, it's not letting me. So it looks like Stranger Things and the Duffer Brothers, and we know this. We know that the Duffer Brothers are wanting to do more spin-off things. We've heard that. We know that they're going to be doing a few different spin-offs for Stranger Things, but this has been one of the first things that they've really come out in an interview and talked about. That again, that's why I love the Happy Sad Confused podcast, because they get some great information out of some of these executives, directors, writers with studios, and them coming out and talking about an anime series, talking about this with Stranger Things. I like that concept already. A Tokyo series set in the 1980s with 2 twin gaming loving brothers that come in contact with the Upside Down. So it's going to be really interesting in an anime style. Now, again, I don't watch anime, but I have seen anime, and I love the way I do love the way that the fighting scenes, and I love the way that anime looks. You know, somebody posted some pictures of Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series, but they posted the pictures of them anime style, and I thought that was really dope. I love the anime style. I've never been one to get into anime and watch anime, but I do like the style, and I like the way that how over the top the fights are, the action, how fast the camera work is, and everything like that. I like all that stuff. Then Darius, why don't you watch anime? I just can't get into it. But I think a Stranger Things anime spin-off series, I think, would be really cool. It is something that I do want to see. I really do like the Duffer brothers. I remember when they were in talks to be doing something Star Wars related too. I was excited about that because I think that they have a brilliant creative imagination with the things that they do when it comes to Stranger Things. I thought this last season was fucking brilliant. I loved that season of Stranger Things. I loved Eddie Munson. He easily became one of my favorite characters of season 4. Everything they did with the Upside Down, the guitar scene of Eddie playing, just everything that they did, the whole reveal of who one was, and that the Mind Flayer is not the one over everything, like we were, like some of us, maybe you weren't, I was, like originally thinking. Then it came down to being Vecna, it came down to being number 1. So yeah, bro, I think the Duffer brothers tell great stories. I think they do great work. It's always refreshing when we have other things sci-fi related that are really cool, that aren't, the superhero stuff that's going on right now. I think that's why a lot of people were so excited about Avatar, other than the long awaited wait for Avatar. It was something new, it was something fresh to get your minds off of the superhero fatigue that we've talked about people feeling. I mean, so I think that this could be a somewhat of a hit for Netflix. I know that the Sandman that they did, their adaptation of Sandman was pretty good. I heard people did not care for Death Note. I heard people didn't care for Cowboy Bebop. I heard there were a couple of Netflix original things that they were not Netflix original, but Netflix adaptations that they done that people have not really liked. So with this being a spin-off, this being anime, this may be one of those things. Although the Duffer brothers are involved, with the Duffer brothers being involved, that is a little more hopeful. But with some of the other spin-offs that Netflix has done that haven't been that positive, at least from some things that I've heard. Now, again, I didn't watch Death Note. I didn't watch Cowboy Bebop, but I've heard about them, and I didn't hear anything good about them. So let me know, down below what you guys are thinking. If you're excited for a Netflix anime spin-off that's going to be following two twin brothers from the 1980s as they encounter the Upside Down, or are you like, nah, I'm not feeling that. Maybe keep it live action. Maybe do a different story live action that's not involving Hawkins, but I don't know about an anime style. But again, for me, the anime style sounds like it could be pretty cool. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking for Stranger Things there.